Record snowfall.
Local 12 winter weather coverage, sponsored by Wrecker and Berger and AAA.
Record snowfall buries the tri-state in a blanket of white as warnings remain in effect across the area to stay off the roads. That includes a level 3 snow emergency here in Hamilton County. That means everyone except emergency workers must be off the roads. Good evening, I'm Dwayne Pullman.
And I'm Marilla Porter. It has been historic for Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana, and now it is finally over. Now this is a life picture over Oxford, Ohio tonight. Not looking like there's anyone out there on Miami's campus.
And Local 12, of course, is with you all the way tonight. We have live team coverage as the storm continues to create big problems here.
Local 12's Chris Arnold has the latest on conditions on the ground downtown. Daniel Zivian has the latest on shoveling efforts in Mason. And meteorologist Eric DeBroca is live in Florence, where local truckers have been stranded for more than a day.
But first, let's go to Chief Meteorologist John Gum, who has been tracking the storm long before it hit us. What a wild wintry weekend, John.
This one was a big one, Dwayne. This is a look at some of the snowfall totals that we are getting in right now. Now, these were as of 4 o'clock this afternoon. We've added some snow since then, but out in Batesville, Indiana, over a foot of snow there. We had a foot measured in Middletown, Leesburg with 11 inches of snow. Hamilton with 10.5, 10 in Millville. And again, we've added some since then. So these amounts, the final amounts, will likely be a little higher. 10 inches in Wyoming and Hamilton County, 11 and just shy of that, 9.5 Mason. At the International Airport, they measured 9.1 inches. I'm a little suspect of that measurement there because there's about a 3-hour time period where they only picked up 1/10 of an inch, and I don't think that's correct. Anyway, Georgetown had 8 inches of snowfall recorded out there. There's the view from Covington. Looking back downtown, some flurries continue downtown now, but the accumulating snow is winding down. 15 now, north-northwest winds at 12. Feels like 2 when you factor in that wind tonight. That's a look at radar. Snow showers moving to the east. Some flurries still streaking through the I-275 loop down in Boone County and Dearborn County. Couple of flakes flying up into parts of Butler and Warren County, and some snow showers still out around the Hillsborough area. But again, by and large, the accumulating snow from this one is over with. We are clearing out to the southwest of Cincinnati as this big winter storm now takes aim on New England for the rest of the night. The winter storm warnings, they continue through tomorrow morning, and they are gone, though, back to our southwest, but they continue all the way up into portions of New England this evening. We go until noon tomorrow for that winter storm warning for the continued impacts that it brings due to travel conditions out there. There's the last of the snowflakes, again, right over downtown Cincinnati between now and 7, and then boom, they're out of here quickly. After that, we turn our attention to the cold weather. A cold weather advisory goes from midnight through 6 o'clock tomorrow. Wind chills as low as 10 below. And then starting at 6 tomorrow through noon Tuesday, we up the ante. Wind chills 15 to 20 below zero in Cincinnati. That's dangerous cold. That's frostbite times of about 10 minutes if you're outside late tomorrow night to Tuesday morning. There's the forecast this evening. The last of the snow showers and will drop on down through the teens. Clouds hold tight. Those wind chill values, they'll be in the single digits, falling below zero into tomorrow morning. How long this cold sticks around and just how cold it gets coming up in my Weather Authority forecast.
All right, thanks, John. And as the snow tapers off, the impact is still being felt, of course, across the tri-state. Local 12's Chris Arnold joins us live from downtown, overlooking Fort Washington Way with what conditions are looking like out there. Hi, Chris.
Well, yeah, good evening, Marilla. Yeah, traffic out here has been minimal to almost non-existent at times here along Fort Washington Way. If you follow me over here at the corner of Race and 2nd Street, it's much of the same. Really, we've just seen a couple cars just pass through here, but not much. Now, it's been a little bit of a struggle for those who've had to be out on the roads here today. We saw someone on Marion Spencer Way having to get moved out of the middle of the road by Cincinnati police this afternoon. Now, on the flip side, people have been out and about taking a look at all the snow. That includes downtown residents Melanie Clark and Evie Angelo, who said they were tired of being stuck inside. So they came outside for a 30-minute walk. What has it been like out here in just the time you've been out here? I mean, it's a little cold.
Yeah, we bundled up, so we were prepared, so it wasn't too bad. And actually, the sidewalks were pretty clear, so it was a nice winter walk.
Yeah, didn't run into too many people, just a few dog walkers out.
You surprised that you ran into anybody at all?
Honestly, yeah. We thought we were cool out here, but other people were too.
Now, as for crews, we've seen plenty of them going up and down the road here throughout the day. They've been hard at work with their snowplows down, trying to make sure the roads are a little more clear now. They've been operating on alternating 12-hour shifts to help clear the snow off city streets. The focus has been mainly on primary routes, but they will start getting to those secondary routes once these are more passable. But for now, live here in downtown, Chris Arnold, Local 12 News.
All right, thanks, Chris. And City Manager Cheryl Long has designated a snow emergency effective through Monday. Cars can be towed and fines can be given out if you are parked in a snow emergency route.
The city of Cincinnati is deploying dozens of snow plows tonight to remove all that snow and treat all those roads. You can get a real-time look at where the streets are being cleared right now, and you can see exactly where those plows have been. You can even search the street names in your own neighborhood. This is part of the city's online snow tracker. You can get that by going to local12.com. Just click the Get It tab to find a link.
Well, snow continues to fall in Warren County tonight, but not everyone is affected by the weather.
Local 12's Daniel Zivian is live in downtown Mason with the latest on clearing the streets and sidewalks there. How does it look, Daniel?
Yeah, guys, it is looking, well, almost completely empty. You might have seen a cart just come by behind me, but that's one of the only vehicles we've seen all day, aside from some plow trucks and some salt trucks. Take a good gander at a lit up, but again, completely empty downtown Mason. And then take a look down here at this sidewalk. You're going to see the snow levels here. Thankfully, someone came through with a snowblower, and the roads around here are relatively clear. But again, just look at the sheer height of that. I'm sure you're hearing more about that in the winter weather forecast. But I want to cast you guys back to earlier today. Take a look at this. This is a guy that my photographer and I met. We were just driving up to Mason, and he was walking all by himself just out there on the road. His name is Milos. He's a Czech living in Switzerland. He was here on a work trip, and he only learned about the storm a couple days before he and his colleagues landed. He was carrying a classic digital camera with him. He said it was to take pictures of, quote, bigger American cars.
You know, it's my first visit, so we wanted to take a chance, even though we knew it was going to snow. So we went to Cincinnati, get a few beers, and it was fine. But we took an Uber on the way back here, and it started snowing, so we were skidding a little bit with the Uber, but it was fine. But I didn't want to be stuck at the hotel. I said it's kind of a unique opportunity, like, you know, experience the snowstorm. So I just wanted to walk around, take a few pictures with my camera.
And that is an incredible winter welcome for Milos from Switzerland. Coming up tonight at 11 o'clock, you're going to hear from some locals living right near the downtown core of Mason who are shoveling their own driveways, just about the work that takes. One of them had some good advice for us, and again, you'll see that tonight. But for now, I'm live in downtown Mason. Daniel Zivian, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I know someone who took 3 hours to shovel their driveway. That's a long time. Well, as long as you're safe, we want to see your pictures and videos as the storm moves through. Send them to local12.com/chime-in. Be sure to include what part of town you're in, and you might see them on TV.
Cincinnati's extreme winter weather daytime shelter is still open for people in need through tomorrow. It'll be open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the St. Anthony Center tomorrow and over the Rhine. It'll provide food, blankets, and you can get free bus transportation to and from the group's overnight winter shelter on Guest Street. Plus, all 22 Cincinnati recreation centers will be open tomorrow, and every Hamilton County Public Library will be open as well for anyone just trying to get out of the cold. Some local hotels are offering warm rooms for emergency crews who are working through this storm. True Blue, which owns the Hampton Inns in Newport and Green Township, and the True by Hilton in Sharonville, offering free rooms to police officers, firefighters, and road crews who are out in this cold. And those crews can get free hot chocolate and coffee to warm up as well.
All right, we are taking another live look outside. Look at that. It's beautiful again. There's no snow in that camera frame. Well, coming up, we'll check in with meteorologist Eric DeBroca, who's live in northern Kentucky, where brutal cold and strong winds continue to blow.
Local 12 winter weather coverage, sponsored by Wrecker and Berger and AAA.
Well, snow continues to blanket northern Kentucky tonight.
Meteorologist Eric DeBroca is live in Florence, and that's where some truckers have been stranded for some time. Eric, it sounds like a real mess there.
Dwayne, you would know about a real mess. I'm just glad you're okay after that mishap earlier. Come on, buddy, we need you both eyes on that roadway. Glad you're safe, though. As far as down here in Florence, you can still see the snow is still falling here. This is, what, 27 hours and counting. I was here in the same spot, 3:30 yesterday afternoon when it all began. Still snowing here tonight, but as Chief Meteorologist John Gunn mentioned, yeah, it's winding down, and it will do so pretty rapidly. But look behind me. I'm at the same place, the TA Travel Center, right on Burlington Pike, and yeah, I mean, this place is absolutely loaded. We had a hard time even getting back here because there's, I'm not kidding, more than 100, 150 trucks just jam-packed, stranded here. So again, the impact for this storm, very high. We shot some of this video earlier this afternoon showing, even in this parking lot, crews trying to work really hard and keeping up on just the intensity of this snow. And of course, some people trying to have fun here as there's one dog playing in the snow. That was the highlight of our day, perhaps, but at least truckers trying to highlight and trying to stay positive in their experiences. Take a listen.
Yeah, it's impacting us also called, like, as you can see, everything looks not great, Been here almost 24 hours stuck. Can't move, can't go to my family, can't do any activities, So it impacts us very bad.
Like a day ago, I went to Kroger store and for purchasing vegetables, every shelf was empty. Not only truck drivers, like common man is also impacting with the snow.
And you can see why, because those shelves not getting filled. Why? Because all the trucks are stranded here. It's going to maybe be a while because still the impacts will last well into this week. Reporting live from Florence, meteorologist Eric DeBroca. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Eric. Again, taking another look downtown. The snow pretty much over, but we are not done with these brutal elements. There's going to be cold temperatures, extreme cold, and strong wind. Meteorologist John Gum is going to have more on that after we come back.
WestShoreBath.com for winter savings from West Shore Home.
David trusts Prevagen for his brain, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it.
Trying to refer to because I posted the video.
Local 12 winter weather coverage, sponsored by Wrecker and Berger and AAA.
We were warned for how many days before this, and it lived up to the building.
We started looking at it last weekend,
Right.
like, oh, that doesn't look good.
It's exactly what you thought.
And it doesn't look good.
No, I mean, you can speak from personal experience coming into work tonight.
It was rough. It was rough.
You know, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
It's just one of those situations. You get this much snow, and it's going to be a while before they get all the roads, especially the side streets, in good order. We've been asking for your pictures and your videos, and you have delivered. Check this one out from Mark in Clifton. Gorgeous shot there. We like pictures like that. We like goofy pictures like this. Nicole, measuring the snow there. I like that. Like your style, Nicole. Thank you for sending that in. This picture comes to us from Teresa. We've got the champagne on ice there. I know Dwayne would like that. Look at that. It's in the snow. A very nice way to measure the snow. If you have some interesting snow measurements, please send them to us. And then take a look at this picture. Linda snapped in Heidi out there measuring the snow. Heidi looks like she enjoys a little snow. Local12.com/chime in. We would love to see your pictures and, of course, your videos, too. Speaking of videos, this is a time lapse, about 18 hours worth compressed into 30 seconds. Starting last night and taking you through this afternoon. And you can see at times as that heavy snow moved through how the visibility really went down. Then it went up a little bit in the lighter snow. And at times, I mean, we had visibility less than a quarter of a mile during this snowstorm as it pushed snow through the tri-state. Many locations picking up around a foot of accumulation. Right now, that's the live view. Clouds starting to move out. Still a few flurries flying out there, but the accumulating snow is over. 15 now, northwest winds at 20. It feels like 2 below. We have some flurries flying at the airport. We will turn our attention to the cold right now as the snow exits the tri-state. Last of the flurries pushing out of Butler, Warren County. Couple of flurries kind of hanging on around the 275 loop and into northern Kentucky, and a few flurries still flying out around Hillsborough and Paint Township. But that's it. We are wrapping up this storm as it pushes to the north and to the east. Still some snow up around Cleveland and into central Ohio, around Columbus. The big stuff now switching over toward New York City and Boston, where they too are under winter storm warnings tonight. The ice storm warnings continue in the Carolinas and for parts of Kentucky. For us, the winter storm warning is going to run through noon tomorrow because of the continued impacts from all the snow that we have seen. So here we are tonight, last of the snow moving out. We'll see a good amount of cloud cover overnight. By morning, we're down into the single digits, maybe even below zero in the places that get a little bit of clearing overnight. Tomorrow afternoon, we're struggling to get out of the single digits and low teens at best, but the winds are going to make it feel colder. Some spots, again, may pick up a little tiny dusting as those flurries move through, but no additional major accumulations. Still problems on the roads, though, tomorrow. I mean, still going going into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we could see some lingering issues, especially on the secondary roads and the residential roads. We're down into the single digits tomorrow. Wind chills sub-zero. Look at that. Only up to 10 at best tomorrow. Those wind chills, they're going to dip down to around 10 below tomorrow morning and stay there all day tomorrow. And check this out. Those wind chills could dip down to around 15 to 20 below by Tuesday morning. Cold weather advisory tonight through tomorrow. Extreme cold warning tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. There's your 10-day forecast. We got teens for highs, single digit and below zero lows. Tuesday, Wednesday morning, Thursday, Friday morning, even Saturday morning. Protect the plants, the people, the pipes, and the pets. It's all the P's you got to protect. We're talking about temperatures that drop well below zero, wind chills below that. The Arctic cold not going anywhere. Could be some flakes flying late Wednesday, some more by the end of next week, guys.
The pipes, the plants, the people, the pets. I like that. Well, coming up, stuck in the storm. We're taking you to CVG with the impacts there after the break.
The
205.
The P.
Okay, it looks like it stays with me after the first read from Morella unless I'm missing something. Okay. So just that's all that we're reading in this block? What an absolute injustice for the viewers at home.
Local 12 winter weather coverage, sponsored by Wrecker and Berger and AAA.
Well, more than 200 flights at CVG have been canceled because of the storm.
More than 30 were canceled yesterday, 170 today, and already 30 flights are now canceled for tomorrow. CVG has a list of all the cancellations and delays on its website, along with available parking, TSA wait times. You can find that on local12.com. Just go to the Get It tab to find it. And we'll be right back.